magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash.
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set, 60 or.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a give right side. Mixon, he takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll set up to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 15 runner. Kick off. Let's go.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Check 43. There we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, it's Preston Williams.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Mike's 50. Nice, sweetheart. 2-6.
50, Mike 50. Ain't no such thing as a look.
They'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
54's Mike. Check. Watch. 54.
Watch twist.
Hey, watch that.
Back to throw here. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Keep on coming, baby.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll drop the throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, let's get there. Tight go. Mike's 5'4", Mike 5'4".
Now back to throw. He's got it to Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, a run from Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Mixon. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They run with Howard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Time of the ending. You. Right there.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Go. 60 outlaw. Let him know. Get it.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mixon will try the right side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Green's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Check, check. Lucky.
Another try for Mixon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Back to throw, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gostkowski with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive.
Mike 50.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Williams. A very solid gain of 27. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Rush. Mike 50.
He'll look to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
4 down. Check.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. Go on.
They'll look to throw here. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Center's kick is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Mike, orbit. 50. All day, baby, all day, baby.
2nd and 9 now. This is caught by Williams. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
On the set. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Hustle. Watch that. Check.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, Howard. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. We ain't giving him nothing today.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
I'm here all day. I'm here. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jordan Howard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Green brings it in. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
A gain of 22 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
50-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 44.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Joe Mixon.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first.
Set 90, Wolf.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Check 99. Hey, Mike 50,
On second down, Nixon. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 35. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A Fort Lauderdale native back near home, Giovanni Bernard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And some room to maneuver. The 40, 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Ready? 10-2 stop. 5.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Mike, 55. Right there. Man.
2 pop. Check 37. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Alpha.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man here. It's Green. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A draw play now. Milage. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Watch the pass.
On third down, it's Howard, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Dolphins, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in.